I started on the basement, on flooring. We're using Pergo down here, and we're using a layer of underlayment below that just to cushion it and give a little insulation. And this stuff is really easy to install. I've done the laminate flooring before, never used Pergo, but this is nice stuff. So I did about a dozen boxes before I realized I should put my knee pads on. So my knees were a little raw, but it went fast. And we'll just kind of show you some of the progress here. When I get to the end of the rows, I've got a little bar that I made with a couple of hooks on it to kind of tuck in behind that last board and be able to bring it back in tight. Well, there it is. I have the entire family room done. And I think if I had worked on it continuously, it probably would have been about maybe 6 hours of work. There's a lot of starts and stops. But it turned out nice. Probably one of the trickier parts, but I figured out a way to make it work, was getting underneath this wedge. Normally what I was doing is starting at this end and working my way down to that end. But when I got under the steps, I started here and ran the boards in there and brought it back over to this wall. So I didn't really have to do much to get those to tuck in. I'd just bring them back far enough so I'd have enough room to tilt out, tip it down, and then I would just pound them that way and they'd slide in place. The other part that's just, it's not that hard, it's just slow work, is going around all the different corners, and we got the stairway and this little alcove. And I started working my way into the hallway and into the sewing room and got underneath the door jambs, so that's working out pretty good. So at least I got about 4 or 5 rows on there. So I have to finish that up. I'll work on that Friday. And then the back bedroom down here. So the challenge and where I stopped today was right here. I've got to get one piece in there and tucked under that. So I've been hitting the internet to see if I can find some techniques, and there was one guy that had a way to do that. So wish me luck on it. Hopefully I'll get it right and not waste too much flooring in the process. So that's it. I probably won't do much more as far as, I won't video any more of this. You can kind of see what it looks like. But I would I would recommend this. This is good stuff we got on sale at Home Depot. And it's looking good. Next week, I think we're going to try to get some trim up in this room.